How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. I'm gonna wait just a few seconds.
I know. Well, it's 9 on the nose. And when I had an 8 o'clock call for our team cup, I was on like the wrong link and I'm sitting there. No one's there. It's like, where am I? I'm running the call. I posted the link.
We got someone else. Hey, Liz. How's Team Cup going, by the way?
It's going.
Good.
Hello.
It's going. We took an idea from Janelle because she had done a call on taking advantage or leveraging the team cup, even if you're not on a team cup, but we're going to do a sneak peek together next week.
I heard about that. Good.
Yeah.
It'll be good. Sorry.
Oh, look at that cute baby. What's his name?
Allie. She's crazy.
So cute.
But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get the slides up. I don't know how many other people will be on here tonight, but I'm glad to see some faces. Okay.
I haven't moved really from where
Yeah, but
I didn't either.
I haven't moved. I've been here kind of past hour or so.
So Liz, have y'all settled in yet?
Oh no, we officially, the movers come Saturday. We've just been gradually doing it, so the apartment is pretty bare. Let's just say it's weird.
Well, are you still in your apartment right now?
Yeah.
I figured because you're still in the same spot you usually are, so.
Yep. This is my workspace.
All right, let's see. It's 8:02. I think, yeah, because we only have, we had kind of a low turnout for this month. I think it's just because we have Team Cup going on, partly. And another thing is, I don't know. It's the new year, so I'm glad that we all, chipped in and, got to where we're kind of pushing our business forward because it is the beginning of the year. It's a good time to really work on our goals for this year. Actually, I was listening to a call from Christine Dwyer the other day, and she had said that this was kind of a frustrating year for Beachbody coaches. And it's, as we're coming up on end of year goals, there were a lot of people jumping ship and, going on to other companies, quitting, cancellations. And so I'm glad we're all here, and I'm glad, we've all set goals, and I'm going to talk about that in this call as well. But a few housekeeping things before we get started. Of course, not everybody's on, but of course this is recording, so it'll be put in the group. Keep vlogging. Everybody's doing good on that. Just mainly looking at consistency with that, just being first and foremost a product of the product. And remember to complete assignments by 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to be pinning because we have 3 coach administrators in this group. So sometimes when everybody's posting, it's a little bit hard to keep up. So the assignment will always be in the pin post. And Mondays will be a personal message for me, just kind of explaining what the week is in a video. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I kind of ask a few questions. I was a teacher, so it's a little bit of an assessment for me about the idea that I'm kind of getting across. Thursday call, and then Friday will be a simple weekend assignment, which this weekend we'll be doing a reverse engineering project, which will just be like a 5-question survey. It's going to be really neat. You're just going to take your goal that you set, and we're going to talk about what critical core activities we need to do to get there. So, and make a plan. So, and I'm doing it with y'all guys. So, this is kind of what everybody's goals were. And I'm going to we're getting a little bit of background noise, so I'm going to mute everybody at the end. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, I just figured out how to do this the other day, so I'm kind of, excited about it. But anyway, these were everybody's goals kind of in comparison. All of us want to hit Success Club 5, which is a good goal. We all should be doing that, helping at least 3 people a month, working to do that every month. And all of you probably heard on the National Wake Up Call that Success Club, getting people on Shakeology is 2 points now. Okay, so all you have to do is get people on Shakeology. to get 2 points. And also, of course, you get them through challenge packs, but now everybody, the company is going so toward Beachbody On Demand that it's really important to put yourself out there with, Shakeology, how it's affecting you, and really using it in your groups. Okay. Even if you have people just working programs, if they see you logging Shakeology and how it's affecting you, then they will want to ask questions about it. And that kind of opens the door for you to put yourself out there and, explain how it's helping you and, follow up. Okay. That's the secret to hitting Success Club is follow-ups. Okay. So, a huge portion of our group wants to hit Emerald, by June 1st. Huge portion wants to hit and I had half and half with Ruby and Diamond. And I thought everybody made realistic goals. I'm a pretty honest person. So, when I told everybody that they can do it, I sincerely meant that you all can do it. All of us can do it. So, just write your goal down. That's going to be on June 1st. Okay. So, actions to take. So I had a challenger post this in my challenge group this morning, and I hope she becomes a coach because this is so true, what she said. And it says, success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance. Hi, Lexi. Learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love what you are doing. So, first of all, if you don't love what you're doing, why are you doing it? Okay. Obviously I really hope that everyone got into this business, not only for the money, but because you love health and fitness. Because that's the kind of business that we're in. We're in a health and fitness business. And it's hard work. Okay. Just like these programs take a long time to achieve results, working the business can take a long time to achieve results. So whether you are wanting to hit Emerald or Ruby or Diamond, you have to be all in, okay? And have to be committed to running the critical core activities every single day, 365 days a year and 7 days a week, okay? So if you are looking to hit Emerald, all right, I have a few tips for you. I tried to limit it to 3, okay? If you are looking to hit Emerald by June 1st, you want to look to get at least one person in your family involved, preferably your spouse. All right. And I know some of you are working to get Emerald back and, you've done this. Okay. But you want at the top of your first business center, you want it to be somebody close to you. And on the other leg, look when you're first starting out for someone who loves the products, basically a discount coach. Now, as I mentioned, and a lot of you had expressed that you've lost Emerald because, you've gotten someone on your family and you've had a discount coach and for some reason they've become inactive. And that happens, that they become inactive, they quit. If you don't continue to do C, help at least 3 people a month. So you should always, and if you're not running your own challenge groups right now, reach up to your upline coach or, guys, just get out there on social media and ask if anyone has, or one-on-one, if anybody has an Insanity DVD on their shelf, if anybody has a PIO DVD on their shelf, anything, okay? Because there are a lot of people that have programs that have not been used because they did not work with a coach. And, don't step on another coach's toes, take a customer from another coach. But if they order it off the Beachbody website, try to look for those people in your warm market and invite them to come along this journey with you, okay? So try to help at least 3 people a month to keep that Emerald rank. If you're looking to hit Ruby or Diamond, these 3 things are going to be very important. And so, I've seen this happen to other coaches, and I know that you all have too. Diamond, just like Emerald, can slip away from you if you don't have the foundational skills, which is what I'm going to talk about in this call. All right. And these are 3 behaviors over the next 90 days, and even after the next 90 days, that you will want to do every month and every week. And that is A, invite 3 to 5 people per week to either a challenge group or a coaching opportunity, and run challenge groups every month. Okay. You should have a calendar, and this is actually going to be an assignment later on in our group, is to make a calendar for the next 90 days of your challenge groups, your 21-day or your 30-day challenge groups, because you should have a map out plan of when you're going to start your next group so that you're constantly having a challenge group to invite people to. Because if you go a month without running a challenge group, most of your coaches come from challenge groups. So you're holding, and not only that, they can become inactive in challenge group, inactive on product if you are not helping them in challenge groups. So make sure that you're doing that every month. And another thing, Success Club deadline needs to be on your calendar each month. And really, if you're looking at making Ruby or Diamond, that needs to start kind of being a non-negotiable. I know with Emerald, we kind of say that we want to help at least 3 people a month, and we strive to do that. But if you're looking at hitting Diamond, that, the reason why diamonds keep their rank and move on to 1-star diamond, 2-star diamond, and beyond is because they are consistently working to hit Success Club every month. Okay, so if that's too big to digest, think of it as helping at least 3 people a month. All right, so those 3 things: invite, run challenge groups every month, and mark Success Club deadline on your calendar. Okay, and you all can do this. All right, and I think everybody here on this call has set a goal to either be Ruby or Diamond. Okay, and I know you all can do it. Okay, but you have to have that. Not only do you need to want it, you have to be willing to put in the work to do it. Okay, and I'm going to be talking about on this call the critical core activities, because really it goes back to the basics, guys. I know a lot of times we think it's silly, but really, and I do this with my challenge group every Wednesday. I have them rate themselves on a scale from 1 to 10. And I say, because they're either feeling really crappy or they're feeling really good. And, I really saw yesterday when everybody was looking at the critical core activities, they were like, oh, there's something, and even me, okay, I have some of them that, I'm working on. And, that if we have a hiccup in our business, it's because we have a hiccup in those activities. So that's what I'm really going to explain tonight. So a solid foundation equals a solid business. Okay. So I want to save time at the end of this call for us to kind of interact. So I'm trying to go through this a little bit fast, but I want you to understand that these, I don't know if any of you have taken dance before, or if you've taken, if you played a musical instrument or sports even. I was a baton twirler, and we had these things called fundamentals. And if we didn't have the fundamentals and the skills, then we couldn't make a quality routine. Okay. Or a musician, if they don't know the notes on their scale, if they don't know the key, then they can't create a good song or a piece. Okay. If you don't follow this pyramid here of the fundamentals of our business, and you try to skip a few steps, then your business will never get off the ground in some way. So I've put this into 5 layers, and they're all the critical core activities. First of all, at the bottom, you have to be working on yourself, being proof of product's work, personal development, and getting on team calls and the national wake up call. All right. If you don't have a team call, then I have a call I'm going to switch it to Thursday night in March. Okay. Second layer, post. Everybody should be posting 3 times a day. If you can't get 3, try 2. Okay. You should be adding to your network 2 to 3 daily. And that really should be a non-negotiable. I made it a non-negotiable in my power hour. And make a list of people you know. And I know a lot of you had said that you're working on getting a tracking system. And that tracking system starts with 100 names on your list. Okay? 100 names of people that you know. So that's the second layer. The third layer is you start reconnecting, inviting, and following up. Okay? So basically reaching out to people one-on-one. And I'll go more in depth with this on this call. But the fourth layer is you start running your challenge groups, and you start recruiting through challenge groups, because most of our coaches come from challenge groups, right? So We run challenge groups. We show them what we have to offer. We help them fall in love with the products, help them get success. Then we ask them to be coaches, and then we mentor. Okay. So if you are jumping to this third layer right here, trying to invite, and you don't have these first two, being proof the products work, putting yourself out there, working on yourself, showing people what you're doing, this will not be successful because you have too much down here that's not there. Okay. So you have to have a solid foundation in order for each of these skills to be successful. So I'm going to break it down a little bit. And like I said, I'm going to go through this kind of fast because I want us all to have a chance to talk. But first of all, the bottom layer, work on yourself first. All right. Be proof the products work. And everybody has been doing an amazing job logging. But I always, even in my own challenge groups, I always have one or two that I know that are not logging and kind of showing up when they feel like it, and or, you know, not doing it. Okay. And I know that through posts. Okay. And most everybody's doing a good job. You know, it's only the couple. But if you're not being consistent with your programs and drinking Shakeology daily, you won't be able to share these products efficiently with other people. So it takes doing that first and doing personal development. Okay. When we start feeling down on our business, it's usually because we're not doing this. You need to be doing personal development daily, either through reading or audio, and listening to the National Wake Up Calls and team calls every week. If you don't get on these things, you're going to be the ones that are one that's messaging other coaches and asking, and none of the coaches that are on this call do this. I know you all get on National Wake Up Calls and team calls and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, if you don't listen to these things, you're going to be the one that's messaging other coaches, asking them questions, and they're going to be like, duh, you know? So you want to be in the know. You want to listen to your National Wake Up Call every week, and you want to get on team calls every week. All right. And share, the next layer is going to be to share your products with others or share your story with others. Make a list and expand. So basically posting your life on social media 3 times a day, not just fitness and nutrition, your life. Okay. Kids, pets, you know, everything about you. All right. And really your list, I know a lot of you had said that you're working on some tracking systems, and guys, my tip to you is don't get caught up in trying to find the perfect tracking system, because people waste a lot of time on that. they try Teamsy, they try Asana, they try, you know, and then this doesn't work or this doesn't work. You know, find something that works for you and stick to it. All right. For me, it's Excel. You know, I don't care what you use, you know, whatever works for you, but find it and stick to it, and start with 100 names on your list. Okay. And as people respond to your posts, start expanding that list. Make sure to add value to their comments. Okay. When people take time to post, like today, I was kind of frustrated with my autoimmune paleo going on. So I had people kind of commenting on there, asking questions. So I go back at the end of the day when I have some free time during my power hour. I like them. I go back to all my notifications. I like them, and I don't just like, I, you know, respond to it. Okay. So make sure that you're adding value to people's comments. Okay. And ask them questions, because that engages them. And also add 2 to 3 new people to your network today. Okay. Who's all been guilty of not doing this? Yeah. Okay. So people you may know, make sure that when you're doing your power hour, you should have 1 hour at least every day. For me, Friday and Saturdays, I usually don't have a power hour, but I do it every other day of the week. Okay. And every day I add 2 to 3 new people to the network. I check into my groups, and I check my notifications, emails, texts, and private messages. Okay. Those are called non-negotiables. And that's what we should be doing every day. Okay. So that's the second layer. All right. The third layer is the reconnect, invite, and follow up. And it goes in this order. I actually had a question about this week. So I'm going to we're going to be talking mainly about this next week, about power hours and tracking systems and business activity trackers and all that good stuff to help us keep track of our business. But what a reconnect is as people start responding to your posts, you are noticing things in their life. Okay. And all a reconnect is just reaching out to them one-on-one, not talking about Beachbody. Okay. And you can't just do a cold invite. Okay. You have to, oh, that's a cute cat. You have to, sorry, I'm ADD. You have to, at first do that reconnect to see if their goals align with yours, because if Sally here has no interest in, living a healthy life and has expressed no interest, how do you know that she is going to want to be in your group? Okay. You have to be reaching out to Sally, asking her about her life, asking her about her kids, asking her questions. You need to be engaging in that conversation. So that's the reconnect. Now, once you've been listening to clues from that reconnect about, maybe they want to get more fit, maybe they, want a steadier income, maybe they, whatever, or, whatever the pain point is. Okay. Then you start inviting. Have you ever considered joining one of my challenge groups? Have you ever considered coaching? And then once they get into a challenge group or they become one of your coaches, then you follow up with them and you use this on your tracking system to track their progress and say, hey girl, how you doing? Just wondering how, you've been, because they've been in your groups before. They're one of your coaches. Okay. So it kind of goes in that order. And like I said, we'll explain that more next week. So as we go into challenge groups, and guys, this is basically, I think I said this in the live video the other day, the bread and butter of your business. Okay. If you're not running challenge groups, you're not making income or hitting Success Club, and you're not making coaches, basically. I didn't want to say it like that, but you're not recruiting coaches. Okay. That's the bread and butter. You have to be running them every month. Okay. Whether they're free or whether they're paid. And I know sometimes that it's hard to get people into a paid challenge group. And so of course we have Beachbody On Demand available, but if you can't get enough people, then do a 5 to 7 day free group. Okay. Call everybody back, call the troops back. All right. So the way, of course, you get people into challenge groups is you find out what they need, you recommend the program or the product, and you enter them in a challenge group to work closely with them and help them achieve their goals. Because if you ask people before they're ready, and it's okay to ask people to coaching, but sometimes they don't feel ready yet. They don't feel like they've had enough success with their products. They don't feel like, so you have to consistently work with them and then, express the benefit of the discount or express the benefits of the coaching opportunity or whatever. It starts in challenge groups. Most of our coaches come from challenge groups. All right. And mentor and train new coaches. So, of course, I've gone through this. There's a call in the group on this, but you want to onboard them with a welcome email, simple evaluation of goals, and a getting started call. Okay. So, and continue to track their progress in monthly challenge groups. Now, I know, and I've gotten this, I've gotten this in this group too. And a lot of people have expressed this to me as well, is that we all want to find rock star coaches. Okay. And first of all, we all start out as rock star people, and 70% of our coaches start out as discount coaches. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean that they'll always be a discount coach, because the way that most coaches want to work the business or want to take a stab at it is if they see others having success or they experience it themselves. So we want to still include them. We don't want to say, okay, slam, bam, thank you, ma'am, good luck with your business. We don't want to do that. All right. We want to still keep them in our challenge groups and encourage them to, when they feel ready, to invite people to the groups and, hey, I can make some commission off this. Okay. Well, and help them hit their first milestones, Emerald Rank, Success Club, because once they feel that experience of success, they're going to want more. That's what we want them to feel like. Okay. Whether it's just being a discount coach and taking benefit of the products, or inviting people to a challenge group and, hitting those milestones like Success Club and Emerald Rank when and if they're ready. Okay. I actually encourage you to include set up a date when you're doing your getting started call for your coaches to do their first challenge group. But until then, keep them in your challenge group and have them invite people into that challenge group, okay? Kind of take them by the hand and then let them go when they're ready, all right? And set the example, continue to set the example. And, be consistent. So I'm going to go ahead and stop share. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody. Okay. So are there any questions? 8:25. Anybody notice anything in the group or anything that's going on in their business that they want to share?
Oh.
Who wants to talk?
I know.
Okay. Yeah.
I know that I've just been taking different approaches with things, and I have a lot going on right now in life, so I've been really just focusing on the minimum, but I find myself doing a little bit more. It's just really funny. Even if I set the goal of like, okay, I'm just going to do the minimum, of what I can do, I end up going a little bit over that. Mm-hmm. But just in terms of like, just approaches with like inviting, and I've been diving into trainings this week just because I was unplugged from trainings. I mean, I was always listening to the National Wake Up Call, but like Janelle's Team Hardcore Call, I totally hadn't watched any of those in like a while.
Right.
Just sort of reconnecting, and just, I think the biggest thing for me that I've been realizing, and I talked to Nicole about this actually earlier tonight, is detaching myself from the outcome when I'm inviting somebody to something. Yeah. And I heard that on Andrea Crowder's call on Team Hardcore Call. You need to watch that if you have not. It was like The Art of Ask or something.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And it was amazing. And I listened to it today, and she just hit those points about like, we need to detach ourselves from the outcome, and not just be so stuck on it. And I feel like I've been sort of stuck in that, not really, I mean, I think I have been, not knowing I have been. So I'm becoming more self-aware, let's just say, of that, and approaching my invites, my connects, my follow-ups, all that stuff differently. And it feels better. It feels less pressure. It feels less stressed. It actually feels more fun. To be honest, it's a lot more fun, and I'm getting little bits of success with it, actually, whether it's a call about the coaching opportunity or a purchase. I mean, whatever, like, it's just more about like connecting with people and just not being so stuck on the outcome, like all the time.
Yeah. So. I understand that, and I think I had, said yesterday, we all suffer from the fear of rejection. I think that's our first, I think we all have to get past that. And, it doesn't, sometimes, I do personal development daily. It just takes, getting out there and asking, and not just asking, but, like you said, reconnecting and just practicing. And, I think, because everybody on here, I think, has a goal of hitting Ruby or Diamond by June 1st. As you're recruiting coaches and bringing them on, getting past that first fear of rejection and putting yourself out there, that's a big one right there. And, just instead of like focusing on, asking, just focusing on making friends and doing what's best for them, that was, and being slow with it, because, you have to, it's a slow process, especially in challenge groups. I have people that have gotten on Beachbody On Demand, that have gotten on Shakeology eventually, but they have to be exposed to it so many times. Right. They have to be in that group, seeing me log it consistently every day, seeing how it's affecting me, and winning those samples for all those little milestones. And that's another thing, guys, recognition in your challenge groups. It's big. Okay. Today I did Thankful Thursday. I gave a couple of Shakeology samples. Anything that you notice anybody doing in a challenge group, whether it's logging their first workout or, showing up, losing their first pound or whatever, that's a big one too. Getting them to kind of feel that high of success. And
Right.
yeah, that's a big one. And just to make this business fun, because I think so many times we can get overwhelmed and frustrated, and we need to. I think the way that you invite is when it's fun, not always feeling like, hey, you can make $500 in a week,
I know. And I think like Andrea Crowder, she mentions that too. Like, she's like, when you sit down for your power hour, or when you sit down to invite people, reconnect, invite, and follow up, feel that excitement first. Give yourself 90 seconds, just that 90 seconds of like excitement about it. Like, okay, why am I doing this? Okay, connect with that, and I really liked that. Like, she's really, I don't know, I really connected with a lot of what she was saying, but I mean, when she said that, I was like, duh. I'm like, why am I not doing that? Like, I should be excited about sharing this with somebody, right? You know what I mean? It's just kind of funny, it's just funny, the things we forget. So,
well, Christine Dwyer has a call on Platinum Presenters. If any of you are in her downline,
yeah.
She has a call. I think it's about coaches going to other MLMs. And
I listened to that. I did.
Yeah, it was so good. And
it was really good.
She talked about Darren Hardy describing how the pendulum, this business can be a pendulum going up and down. And it's normal to feel that roller coaster. And I think sometimes when we lose a coach or we lose a customer, it's frustrating and it brings us down. And, it's hard to get up the next morning and do it all over again. But that's what you kind of have to do. You kind of have to wake up, brush yourself off, do your personal development, get up, drink your shake, work out, and just hit it again. And so, just keep pushing, hang in there.
Keep it on.
And good luck with y'all sneak peek.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They're fun. I like doing them now, actually.
Yeah, just keep inviting and, putting yourself out there, which I know y'all are doing those things. I really liked your video Nicole, on the gluten-free peanut butter.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, they are so yummy. Try them. They're so, like, you can't mess it up. I'm not a baker at all. And if I could bake these things and they come out tasting good, trust me, it's idiot proof.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try them. But yeah,
me too.
And all of y'all are really good examples of being products of the product. And, that's a huge thing right there. And I think that's how we invite people to this initially, is just being a product of the product. Because we don't want a team full of salespeople, guys. We don't want that. We want people who want to work hard and, are patient and, just keep inviting and, and you're going to have coaches that kind of flake on you. It's just part of how it is, and, just keep pushing through that and keep inviting, keep finding. This business is a little bit like dating sometimes, but keep finding. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. But you all can do it, you all can hit diamond, you all can hit ruby, just keep, inviting is a big one. Running your challenge groups. How are y'all doing a challenge group this month?
I'm not actually doing one this month. I did a 7-day thing last week.
Good.
That counts.
2 weeks ago.
That counts.
I did do one, but I usually do longer ones. I just did a small one. But
still counts. You're moving.
Thank you. Yeah, not to be hard on myself. That's another one I'm trying to do.
Seriously.
We're all our worst critics. So just keep your head up and, just keep doing the critical core activities and doing a gut check, every week, every month, and I'm going to go more in depth with inviting next week. But I think all of you on this call have a pretty good solid foundation on those things I was talking about. But, if you are listening to the recording, if you have not done those bottom layers of the pyramid of being a product of the product consistently, because we all know in our heart, even if we are logging, if you're not doing that, not drinking Shakeology daily, then you need to be doing that and showing other people that you are doing that ASAP. Okay. So, because this business has a 90-day delay. So what you're doing right now will show up later. And what you didn't do 90 days ago is showing up now. Okay. So,
Correct.
So really work on where you are in the pyramid, fix the foundation, move forward. Okay. So,
I heard something in personal development recently, and Liz, I probably posted this for you or sent it to you in a message or something, but it's the reason we're like so hard on ourselves and we're the worst critics of ourselves is it's hard to read the ingredients from inside the bottle.
yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Got to start.
Right? I forget where I heard that. I just finished the book Do-Over, by the way, by John Acuff. It's excellent.
I've heard he's good. I need to start reading.
I like his. I've read Start, which I loved. That's
Another
a great.
really great one.
Yeah. Well, ladies, we got 4 minutes left, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. But if y'all have any questions, post in the group, message me. I'll post this tomorrow, and keep up the great work. We're going to talk a lot about inviting next week. Keep showing up every day, and keep your head up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all for being on.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.